Yes, today we are back with the next part of the Prince of Malibu. If we haven't seen the other ones, catch up on the playlist. I think we rescued our boys. I think Xander and Evander have been rescued. James, we are back to square one with him. Very unfortunately, we are back to square one with him. We do not know his intentions. We do not barely know anything. We did finally find out. It is confirmed. He is Nadia's brother. So at least we got something out of that. We learned Daphne's backstory, and now we're starting to hear about all the drama with the Prince family. So let's see what happens next. Go follow the amazing author Lexi May. Subscribe if you have not already. Without further ado, let's start the drama. Then what does your family want from us? Good question. I'm trying to figure that out too. The same reason every family, the same reason. Okay, so this is what we were seeing last time. And he said about the jewels, which Nadia is known about. Okay, wait a minute. So, now she's having a flashback. She's remembering about the necklace. Okay, so this is where Jocelyn left a horrified gasp where she saw that Nadia was wearing the jewel, the Romanov jewels. The necklace I lost in New York. I forgot that she lost. I thought it got stolen for some reason, but she lost it. Did he? I don't think he really cared. Did he care? I don't remember. It was I don't know when I'll see you again, Nadia. Don't ever stop being the person you are. Okay, so this is when the drama was first starting. Screw me, hate me. So we have another little flashback. Somehow that necklace got lost. The last time I saw the necklace was when I kissed Alexander. Wasn't James there too? Could Alexander have taken it? That's ridiculous. My family doesn't own anything like that. Maybe not to your knowledge, but to my brother's. Of course, to your brother's knowledge. He's the head of the Prince family. Oh, here, speaking of, he is. So explain yourself to me, Anderson, and make it quick. Unfortunately, I'm not the one with explaining to do. I'm not responsible for the actions of my father, as you are not responsible for the actions of yours. And yet I have to face the consequences of his actions, like you will right now. Guys, Evander, he's very weak. I'm fine. As much as I'd love to have this conversation with you right now, Mr. Prince, I have a small speedboat coming that can hold 5 people. Or in other words, our only other means of transportation off this island is thanks to me. Don't listen to him, Xander. We own this island. Let's just dump his body off in the middle of the ocean and call it a day already. You know the odds are against you, Mr. Prince. Be sensible. Choose 4 of you to leave with me now. I'll come back for the remaining 2. I will be staying behind. So will I. Evander Sorsha. I watched in silence as they followed him without protests. I watched as they listened to his every word, took them in and believed them. I watched with my own 2 eyes as everything Evander and Sorsha had ever thought about Alexander shifted right here on this island. Okay, so they must have been learning about all the backstory and everything with Jules. He wasn't the cold, brooding head of the Prince family who didn't care about anything or anyone. He cared about everybody and everything else more than himself. And now I was also hit with that realization. He's a good person, Mr. Prince. Didn't deserve what happened to him, the torture and all, and he'll continue to not deserve what'll happen to him. If he doesn't deserve it, then make it stop. Don't do this to him. It's out of my control, Nadia. It's no use trying to change his mind. Try to reason with him. Okay, yeah, so it's not you doing this. I mean, that's what he's just said. But your father, couldn't you? No. The coldness in James' response took me aback. James had always come across as cool and calm, like he always knew exactly what to say. His response to me now told me that maybe there was more to James's relationship with his biological father. I'm thinking maybe there's some beef between them. I don't know. And I knew just the person to ask. Our mother. I never wanted you to get in the middle of this. But now I am. Now you are. Even after I told you to be careful and stay away. I warned you the Prince family had skeletons in their closet. Thanks, I appreciate the warning. Just know, Nadia, that no matter what happens, I never wanted to hurt you. You don't owe me anything, but you did hurt me. I don't really know. Did he hurt her, though? He hurt... It's the father. I don't really blame James because James even brought Nadia here to rescue Mr. Prince. He basically went against his father's wishes. So you don't owe me anything. I don't know. Is that an apology? Did I say the words I'm sorry? Then don't bother. You don't owe me anything anyway. Like I said before, I have conflicting interests. Your conflicting interests cost you a relationship with me, if you even cared about that. Had I not arrived on this island, who knows what state your precious prince brothers would be in. I could have easily left you to fend for yourselves. Instead, I called a boat to not only get me out of here, but for you and your friends too. Not me. I will be staying behind with Alexander. So if you care about me at all, you'll make sure this island is safe from you and your people. I suppose that's the least I could do. I feel bad. I actually feel a little bad for James because he did say the conflicting interests. I really do think there is um, something with his father going on. Like, I feel like James doesn't like the father or something, or doesn't agree with him, but the father, I feel like he might be trying to overthrow the father eventually in the future. But I don't think anybody really sees that right now. I could be wrong though. Maybe he is not that good of a person, but I'm trying to believe in James. I want him to be a good guy. How y'all behave between now and the time my boat arrives is crucial. The terms are simple. We all make it back to the mainland in one piece and we forget this whole night ever happened. And to be quite fair, the Prince family's mom and Christine seem way more evil than James ever did. I will never forget what you did to my brothers. Sorsha, I know what Xander said. You're safe from me for now, Anderson, until we get back to the mainland. But if this boy didn't do it, go fight his father. Are you my first contender to join me back to civilization? Why is nobody seeing the real enemy here? It's not James. It's the father. It's Mr. Anderson. Why is everyone having the random beef with him? Your friends have 10 minutes to decide who's staying and who's coming with me. I couldn't believe where I had found myself, with the children of America's most prestigious, most elite families, committing borderline illegal acts all for the sake of stolen historic artifacts. What about the guy that Xander attacked? Is he... Don't ask questions you don't want to know, Nadia. You haven't even seen the worst of this side of the world yet. And I know you already don't like what you see. Princes, Santoses, Andersons, those at the top never have the perfect glamorous life they display for others. Please don't hurt my friends. Not anymore. But he's not doing it. That all depends how well they comply on the boat. Did I miss something? Maybe I completely missed something and this was James's doing. But I'm just confused. Once again, this might be my issue. Maybe I forgot something. Maybe I didn't read something properly. But to me, this was all the father's doing. And James interfered with the situation and rescued, Evander and Alexander and all of them. And, brought Nadia to help him and did all this because I'm guessing he wants to secretly help his sister, which is the conflicting interest part because the father is against the Prince family and all that stuff. But everyone's yelling at James and I'm just sitting here like, did I miss something? Where did James do this? James is the one who just rescued all of you. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, please, so I can go back and reread a part that I missed or didn't understand properly. Like all the random beef. So James says you have 10 minutes to decide who's staying and who's going. Our decision is made, or rather Xander decided for us. It felt good to hear Sorsha call him Xander again. I hope the siblings, the Prince siblings, all can now be stronger and more united and tell the truth, which is what everyone needs to do in the first place. Listen, Nadia, right now everything I've ever known about my family, my whole world is crashing down on me right now, and you are the only one I feel like I can trust. I take it you're gonna stay with him on the island. Yeah, I guess. He's not okay, Nadia, and he hasn't been for a long time, but especially not right now. I understand. He might need time before he comes back to deal with, well, everything. Please take care of him. Yes, of course. I was surprised at how naturally the words came out of me. How I was almost startled at the fact that Sorsha was asking me to do something I thought was intrinsically obvious. There was no point denying it anymore. You are the only one who can get through to him. Okay, plus 2 points for telling your friends. Okay, it all came back for us. Yay. Thank you, Nani, for being there for my brother, even when he hurt you and let you down. Maybe the Omi would have argued that yes, Xander had let me down first and I truly didn't owe him anything. Who knows, really? What I do know now is that Alexander Prince will do anything for those he loves. And someone who would put his own life on the line for the sake of his siblings isn't a bad person. Like we've always known, Alexander was never a good person. It's just he wouldn't tell the truth. I refuse to believe it. That's what led everyone to hating him, as he didn't just say what his plan was or his thoughts and feelings. No goodbyes or really anything else was exchanged between us all. We were all exhausted, drained, and confused. Okay, so everyone's leaving, but excellent choice, baby prince. I thought it was clear I was using you as a temporary fake boyfriend, and only one person is allowed to call me baby prince, and it isn't you. Everyone is so mad. I wonder if these two, you okay? No. I've been horrible, a horrible sister. What kind of sister doesn't know that a brother is suffering? Nobody knew he was here, Sorsha. I'm not talking about on the island. I mean his whole life, his scars. The worst part is he never showed us he was in pain, never. If he did, maybe we could have stopped it. We should have stopped it. The past is the past. And now that you know the truth, all you can do is move forward. Was your engagement real? I think you can answer that on your own. I want to hear it from you. Okay, Daphne, this is your chance, girl. Start being honest. No, it wasn't real. It was never real. Not even when we dated all those years ago. And especially not now. We did it to keep all of you safe from this. Daphne went through a lot too. I do really feel bad for Daphne as well. She was also a victim in this traumatic incident. Like all these people, are you sure you can walk? These legs are made for so much more than walking. You have no idea. You can, well, let's sit down, please. Evan, you're burning up. James did mention he was in worse condition than Alexander. I'm sorry. Sorry. What could you possibly be sorry for after everything you've been through? For so many things, for everything. Missing our date. Who cares about the date? I care. Yeah, I did too, until I found you were getting tortured on an island. I don't feel very good. I know, sit down. Let's get to the hospital. We're going to be home soon, I promise. Probably a private hospital just in case, because who knows what the goons are doing, like all the evil people. I'm so sorry, Iris. I told you I don't care about the date. All I care about is, no, I'm sorry about the baby. We shouldn't talk about this now. If not now, then when? We can't avoid it forever. I should have been there. Yes, you should have. I wish, you know what? No, it doesn't matter now. Don't think about it. I think about it every day. I think about how I should have stood up to my father and my letters. Did you ever get any of my letters or the checks I sent? What? What do you? I wanted her to have your eyes. She would have been so beautiful. I'd be fighting all little horny boys left and right. I wanted it all with you. I still want it all with you. Since the first day I saw you this summer and every summer before that, I knew what? That this, me and you, it's not over yet. It was never over for me. Well, at least they're confessing their honest feelings now and they're figuring things out. Okay, now we have the Alexander moment here. I made myself scarce in case Xander had attempted to try and get me on the boat. Once the boat had left, I made my presence known to him. Xander. Look, I know you're probably not thrilled that I stayed behind, but you know what? Too bad someone had to. So why don't we... I know you aren't just walking away as we're speaking. Excuse